So it's time to delete the weakest US state until there's only one left. I'm gonna give them some time, don't worry, I'm not gonna be like every single year snapping them away like Thanos. They're gonna get 60 years in the very beginning, which they might get eliminated just by going into conflicts with each other. And then after that, they'll have like consistent intervals as I continue to just wipe them all out. Now some places obviously start a little bit stronger than others, Texas being one of them, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter because at the very start, they're not gonna be able to colonize. They're each gonna have to get their own colonists, and that means they're just gonna have to battle within the lower 48 for a while. That also means Alaska and Hawaii are about to be super safe here right in the very beginning. They're gonna have a chance. They're gonna have a chance. These states can run, but they can't hide. It doesn't matter if they do get to Europe, if they are the next one to go, if they are the next one to get chopped, they're the lowest state, then they're getting deleted. Luckily, the more provinces you colonize, the stronger you're probably gonna be, so I think it's fine. I'm not gonna lie, like half the reason why I wanted to do this video is just because I really like the map mod. I really like the colors and like the way it makes this game look. That is legit a big part of my decision making at this point. Everyone already has their armies and navy built up. We also have like some, I don't know, a lot of movement here in the Caribbean. I think it's Florida and then like Texas kind of just chilling right off their coastline. Are there any pirates? Any pirates? Not yet, but that's gonna change. Oh, that's right, there's Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico might have a fun time. Not really, actually. Puerto Rico and, oh, my homeland. I don't know why some of you guys thought I was from Chad. I'm not from Chad. I'm from them Fortnite Islands. So we started in 1444. I'm gonna wait to the 1500s before I start deleting people, so they have enough time, I think. I hope. Although they're gonna have to kind of survive because California and Nevada already going at it. Well, California took a chunk out of Oregon. Oregon's trying to take some stuff back. Utah's being sieged out by Arizona, and Idaho's having problems against Utah. Surprisingly, the East Coast is really peaceful. What is up with that? That usually never happens. It's always like the West Coast that's chilling, but not in this scenario. That has got to be the ugliest Nevada I have ever seen in my life. I never thought it could look like this. I'm extremely emotionally disturbed right now. Now I think about it, some of these island states or territories are in really good spots. They don't gotta worry about anything in the very beginning. It's gonna be a massive battle royale in the middle right here. Oh, and there it goes. New York is attacking Pennsylvania as well as West Virginia. That reminds me, how do we know John Denver was talking about West Virginia? Has anyone ever thought about if he was just talking about Western Virginia? I really hope I've completely ruined that song for at least 100 people right now. I have never seen the Pacific states look this bad. I can't believe we're in this sort of world. There's just a lot less people over here, so they usually are kind of more peaceful. This is like the cluster, and this is not that good, but not that bad either. I'm not exactly sure if any natives are gonna pop up in the old world when colonization begins to happen, but it's definitely possible. I might have to delete them too, if they're low enough. If they end up like winning the game, well, there you go. If they like, I don't know, colonize and do their own thing, get development up there. West Virginia. Now we're getting into it. The Rust Belt or the Midwest, it's real bad. Actually, just everywhere is bad. Look at all these sieges that are happening. Chill, guys, chill. There's still like 30 years left. Minnesota got no chill as they've reached out and grabbed South Dakota and a part of Wisconsin. No, Mississippi, no! Oh, I just saw it. How did Georgia get that? How is that possible? Oh, they're hacking. They must be hacking. Wow, New York and Virginia both doing great things, reaching out, moving on towards the west, doing their own like Louisiana purchase. New York did like an Ohio purchase and Pennsylvania purchase. Colorado moving in. Man, I might even have to delete nations at this point. Like, you guys are just deleting each other. What's the fun in that? I want to delete you guys. How did North Carolina get taken out by South Carolina? That doesn't normally happen, does it? I think maybe Virginia helped out a little bit. Oh man, and Jersey moving over. I guess they're trying to like avoid Delaware. That's sweet of them. Maryland's gone. I just realized Maryland's gone. Yeah, Rhode Island, do your thing. I don't care if you're the smallest land area place. You're doing good. Moving up to Maine. Maybe you can go colonize Canada now. Love how the smallest state by population has done literally nothing. And honestly, that is the best case scenario. Just chill. You probably shouldn't do anything. That actually obviously has no factor here. Pretty sure Wyoming has won a game or two before. I mean, they have a couple years to build up. They could have made a whole lot. I would like to see that. South Dakota has eaten North Dakota with a little bit of help from Montana, I think. Oregon is just barely alive. Nevada still has been divided in the middle. California's looking really good, man. That's kind of scary. I know how much you guys love us Californians, so pretty sure that's not gonna be the most liked thing in the comment section. Hey, but my birthday doing good. We're moving up to Tennessee. Yeehaw. What are you doing, step bro? We're just gonna spread that all over the place. Actually, the step part is not necessary. We don't need that part. Love how some states have just been able to chill, but hopefully they've developed enough because time is running out. No, Arizona, you got it. You got it. They have a chance, actually. If they get a colonist, they could start moving down towards Mexico. Oh, it's already beginning. It's already, there goes Texas. Texas needed something to happen because California looks like they're starting to pass them up a little bit. I know they don't want that. Montana's also doing pretty good too up north. Oh no, Florida. No, you also have a chance of getting down to South America. That's like an easy way, and the Caribbean, but Georgia's taking a big bite out of you. And so it begins. Moo ha 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 ha. Dramatic laugh. Let's see who's about to get clapped first. Oh, okay. I feel bad, but I mean, what am I gonna do? Sorry, Puerto Rico. You had time and people were colonizing. You could have colonized. Goodbye. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start deleting people every 10 years. It looks like we want to give them a little bit more time. I didn't think this many nations were gonna be like deleted already. Just other nations deleting them on their own. I was gonna do every 5 years, but that's too fast. Rhode Island's been pushed back out of Maine, and actually Rhode Island is just kind of back doing their own thing. Massachusetts doing okay. New York is gonna be kind of a problem. There hasn't been much movement actually in the East Coast, except North Carolina. North Carolina's gone. Michigan also ain't looking too good no mo. Yeah, Wyoming doing your thing. I'm telling you, they're always there to just like prove me wrong whenever I make fun of their population. I always say this, but the city I live in currently in California has more population than the entire state of Wyoming. I will repeat that fact into my grave. 10 more years, choppy choppy, and wait, who is that? What the hell is that? City of what? Oh, whoa, Arizona's making cities now. Whoa, didn't think that was possible. Okay, well, Arizona, the de facto Arizona is gone. I'm sorry. Dang, I'm kind of sad. You guys were cool. Didn't think like random nations would just pop up. All right, so now it just looks like that went to Mexico, the uncolonized Mexico. Colonization is slow in the very beginning, and then it starts to kind of snowball. So that's kind of why Texas has only gotten to like their second territory. And also no one else has done anything. Is Canada even? Oh, yep. Idaho's reaching into Canada, spreading that ho-ness. Georgia's looking good. Georgia somehow has all of Louisiana. They cut and split open Mississippi. Alabama's still weirdly doing okay. They took like a part of the panhandle from Florida. Oh no, California, don't do it. Montana and Oregon, wow. Time for my spirit nation, or at least my spirit nation in this world. So you guys gotta do better. I am glad that I came on down here to look though, because it looks like I thought Puerto Rico was back for some reason, but nope, that is Virginia's flag. Virginia's in Puerto Rico. The states are currently unrecognizable at this point, so yeah, I don't think it's really gonna get any better, to be honest, as everyone else starts to reach out and grab stuff. Rhode Island is back, and they took most of Maine. Massachusetts is getting eaten by New York, but Maine is like colonizing St. John of Canada now. I'm gonna assume this might be the next state I might have to off. Washington not looking good. Nope, it's Maine. Somehow it is Maine. Wow, Maine colonized too. Oh, they only have one province. As time goes by, the states that border Mexico has gone from 4 to 3. California, New Mexico, and Texas. Texas is the only one interested in going after this place though. Don't you want your papa's land, New Mexico? Come on, go after daddy. Ooh, Alaska kind of growing their tail there. I hope that's their tail. Maybe that's their tail. That is something else. Really liking these Tennessee borders. I really want them to grab this though. If Tennessee can grab that, oh, I'd be so happy. Long Tennessee. Never thought vertical long Tennessee would ever exist. Unfortunately, Hawaii's the next to go. You just didn't have enough time. I'm sorry. I feel like we should hold a funeral for all these places and cry a little bit. Oh, Texas! Tejas, what's happening? Tejas legit might be called Tejas after New Mexico takes them over. It's kind of like their worst fear, right? Kind of. Get to the Alamo. The Alamo can save you. Oh, you guys are good. Whoa, you've pushed them back hardcore. Okay, that might have been just like a paper tiger or something. Oh, no! Oh, who formed that? That must have been California, right? So they formed the Pacific nation. Never seen that before in my life. Alaska is continuing to grow out here. They are not going to be a part of the nations that have all been like taken out, because all the other nations that aren't connected to the lower 48, they've been deleted first. Which seems fair, because everyone else, like, in the middle was just getting crushed. Like, they had to, they had to try a little bit here just to stay around. Rhode Island has complete control over New England, or, like, almost complete control. They got some part of Jersey, too. Is Jersey gone? No, Jersey's still there, but they ain't looking too good. Oh, this one is gonna hurt. Why'd you make me do this? No, I love you, sis. Ooh, interesting. So we've got South Carolina going after Cuba, and Jamaica, and this island, Havana? That's not the island, but okay. Who's gonna win between this trifecta? Alaska, Idaho, or Pacifica, which Pacifica ain't doing good. They're facing some sort of coalition between Utah and New Mexico. I'm really not having that big of an impact on the game yet. I'm just deleting like the smallest of places and letting the bigger guys like go at it. Obviously, as time goes by though, that's gonna change. Alaska is now in Mexico. I don't feel like they do good down there. Can they even take their polar bears to Mexico? I'm pretty sure they wouldn't survive. Ooh, we also have Virginia out here. Oh, I like that. That's a interesting Virginian Caribbean. I can't believe Washington is still around. Well, it's impressive enough, but goodbye. There's probably like 20 or 25 nations left, to be honest, but no, there's not that many. There's like 15 or something. There actually could be a lot of smaller places that I don't see that are kind of still managing to hold on. Wisconsin, Wyoming, maybe Michigan. Some of those are next. Didn't even realize New Mexico just slapped Texas down, taking half of the original state. That is crazy. Wisconsin, I am so sorry, buddy. But you might be able to help out your friend Minnesota. I don't know if you guys like Minnesota, but that might help them a little bit, or you might help Illinois. We now got Tennessee in the race for Cuba. Tennessee with Tennessean. I've never said that in my life. Tennessee and West West Cuba. Also, Tennessee's down here, making it to, is that technically South America? I'm pretty sure that's South America. They've made it first. Idaho with Hawaii. Idaho reviving Hawaii, I guess, in a way. I don't even know who this was before, or if this like popped out of Tennessee, but yeah, a city's gonna have to go now. I don't really know exactly how those things occur, where like cities just break off and do their own thing, but it is gonna allow the states to stay around for a little bit longer. Speaking of West Virginia, there's now a lot of West Virginia. Like Western Virginia is now part of Tennessee. John Denver has a lot to sing about. Technically, you could say this part of South Carolina is also West Virginia. Kind of, I don't know. Can you guys just like leave each other alone? I'm looking at this world like, man, there's just so much anger. You know, can't we, you know, I thought we were supposed to be buddies. I guess we not buddies. Hold up. How many times am I gonna have to delete you? This is the second time I had to delete the city. I do not want to just like let it go. Let it go. It's only gonna prolong our battle a little bit more though. Not that like, I mean, it's gonna consolidate to one power anyways, because there's just growing nations like all over the place. No, not the chicken. Goodbye, Kentucky. Pacifica's gone back to a normal like just Californian, Washington look. I don't know where Oregon came from, but they were revived. Idaho fell apart probably because of Alaska. Alaska's looking really good right now. Like a little too good. This is scary. Who is this? Tennessee also with the Yucatan Peninsula. Tennessee ain't actually like really back at home either. Like, I don't know. Tennessee's just out here colonizing, trying to grab up everything and survive. Look at all these little islands too. The states have gotten there too. Here we are, Wyoming. I'm sorry, but you lasted a lot longer than I thought. So nice job. Well, Georgia, you were pretty much screwed. Oh, you're about to get annexed anyways. No. I'm not letting them take the glory. I'm deleting them. Technically, that wouldn't be right for me to not delete them. Like, cause we passed the time when I was supposed to delete them. So now they're gonna have to colonize that, which I don't know if that's gonna be easier or harder for South Carolina. Maybe you wanted to just annex it. I don't know. West Virginia's gonna slap you around though, it looks like. Can't believe the collapse of like the Pacifica nation. Like what happened? And Idaho too, actually. South Dakota ain't looking so good. It's just like Montana and Utah out of nowhere. Hey, someone's got to stop Tennessee. This is getting crazy. I don't know what is happening, but they keep going. They put all their points in colonizing, I think. Well, Michigan, you were probably going to lose one piece of land anyways, and you're going to be stuck with just this capital, but it's too late now. So we've got Georgia and South Carolina down here in the South America. Who is that? I don't know who that is. That is Virginia. Okay, Virginia, and then we have a couple people going after the Panama. Or no, not a couple. That's just, wait, yeah, there's a couple. Idaho, you fell so far. I can't believe it. And now I have to get rid of you. Look at those perfect West Virginian borders. Kind of sad to delete that because it's just so amazing. But there they go. They didn't really do anything, I guess. Did they take any land at all? I don't even know if they did. Next up, Texas. Cannot believe I'm gonna have to delete Texas. Texas is always a favorite to win one of these, but not in this one. I guess part of it has to do with Alaska, I think. Alaska really hurt them. They were one of the first people to start colonizing too, which is amazing. I'm now starting to have to delete some very big nations, which is really weird. It's starting to get like towards the end of the game, obviously. We're in the end game now, boys. Well, Nebraska, it looks like you're next, which you weren't even doing good in the first place. You had rebels just here. These poor rebels. Now what are they gonna have to do? They're just gonna chill there. They're gonna just not do anything? Looks like no one's gonna get to the Eastern Hemisphere, or if they do, they're probably gonna get immediately deleted because no one has much longer left. Feels so weird having to delete Utah. Utah looks really good, although these are really big provinces, so that's part of the reason why. Wonder how many nations I'm saving by deleting them, because sometimes they're in the middle of like a big old conflict, like Pacifica's screwed it anyways, but that's gonna start to happen. Would have never guessed these would be among the final nations still remaining. Alaska, Montana, New Mexico, Mississippi, South Carolina, Florida, New York. New York makes sense. There's actually still like, there's Tennessee too that's like still escaping. There's a couple actually that are like escaping to other lands, although not anymore. So there they go. Love these random cities that manage to escape. City of Barbados. Wow, it's just impressive. Looks like I won't even have to delete Florida. Florida's just gonna get that done themselves. South Carolina's taking all that. It's possible that we're just left with Alaska and New York, and they won't even be able to battle. Like there's just gonna be empty land, and it'll just be all focused on colonizing and developing, making sure that you got 10 years to build up. Ouch, Mississippi and South Carolina not looking too good, but I like these borders, South Carolina. That looked great. Well, with Montana gone, there's now a big awkward space on this whole area, so that's great. Is New York gonna lose it at the last second? Look at this. South Carolina is coming after a lot of land. That might keep them alive for a little bit longer. They're probably actually at least in the top 3. This is such a random... Oh, they pieced out. Did they get anything? I don't know if they got anything. So it's now gonna be Alaska versus New Mexico, and then South Carolina versus New York. Maybe there'll be some cross... They can cross through this uncolonized stuff. It's just, I don't know if you want to do that. Actually, it wouldn't be that bad. Missouri, it's not that... Yeah, it's not that bad. You guys need to like form a union or something, because it's not looking good. I didn't even realize South Carolina had all this. Look at this. I have all of Chile and Argentina. They got their own South Carolinian La Plata. Wow. And South Carolinian La Plata over here too. Okay, that's just Chile. Come on. Ooh, New York getting Louisiana doing their own Louisiana Purchase. They're doing it. They're doing it. That's too bad though, because they're gone. That just like that. Look at all these like just random rebels chilling out here. Just they don't know what to do with themselves. They can't believe countries are just, it's like they're just disappearing. Who would have thought? Yeah, this is kind of pretty obvious at this point. South Carolina just did not do enough. Maybe if they got more of South America, even if that's the case, how are they going to defend this stuff up here? Well, that's definitely a first. I don't think we've ever seen Alaska win any one of these games. They do always have like a good spot. They didn't even go after Siberia too. They easily could have done that, but yep, they easily won this, and they were an outsider, so that's pretty crazy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
And big thanks to my Patreon supporters. Imagine carrying a baby for 9 months just to name him Drew. Stormtrooper 501, LuxembourgLover, Queen of Europe, Max, Joe Dover, Jadon N, Rat Smacker 3000, I'm the Real 06, Aryanafterhours, Kawalerzysta, Xaluki, Riley A, Mayonnaise Incorporated, SethA, Ballinlikestalin, Tyler Beach, Pelovski, Millatime, Pizza, Maxy G, Swiss Argo, Elijah Senpai, and Elphie C.